Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday. Welcome to February Beauty Empties. It was another pretty productive month of finishing some skincare, hair care, makeup, body care, frivolous things. It was a good month of finishing up some frivolous things. And I love to do these videos because I love to give you guys final reviews. I don't think that there is a better way to review a product than to use it completely all the way through and then hear the person's thoughts after they're getting ready to either toss it or recycle it, like whether they would repurchase it or not, or whether they would recommend it. So I obviously do a lot of reviews where I have used the product for at least a minimum of like 6 to 8 weeks and beyond. But again, the most helpful reviews, I think, are those when a product is completely done. So that's what we're doing here today. I'm just going to grab the first two things, which I actually still have probably maybe 1 or 2 more uses in. They'll definitely be done by Sunday, which is the technical end of February. So they're both cleansers. The first is the Dermatology Gentle Acne Cleanser. This says that it effectively prevents and clears acne, promotes blemish-free smooth skin, and is effective for both the body and the face. So I've been using this on my face and neck exclusively at night after I do my first cleanse, which is with the Derma E Universal Cleansing Balm. And a lot of people kind of wondered why I would use an acne product when I don't deal with pimples. My biggest skin challenge or concern on my face is that I have enlarged pores, which makes me a little bit more prone to getting blackheads, not even so much blackheads anymore, but sebaceous filaments at least. So the reason that I decided to purchase this from Dermatology, and I did purchase it myself, was because it actually contains 2% salicylic acid. And salicylic acid is fantastic for me in terms of helping to prevent sebaceous filaments and blackheads. I use salicylic acid on a regular basis in my skincare routine. BHA is super important, and it was the ingredient that I first started using when I started getting into skincare that really helped to clear up the bulk of the problems that I had on my face at the time. So I actually highly recommend this for those of you that have either oily or combination skin, whether you're prone to pimples, whether you're prone to blackheads. I think this is a really gentle but effective way to keep your skin clear. Plus, if you deal with a lot of excess oil in your skin, salicylic acid does do a really good job of kind of helping to neutralize that oil. It leaves my skin feeling really nice and clean and fresh without being tight or overly dry. I think there's some good kind of conditioning ingredients in here that just make it a really great cleanser. I do have a discount code with Dermatology. I'll put it down below. It can save you 20% on this. But I also really like just their regular cleanser as well. I think the next time that I repurchase from Dermatology, I think I would actually probably get one of each. I think both are fantastic cleansers. So anyway, this one, great. Another cleanser that I really, really love that I was using in the shower, and that also Stella was using in the shower, and I think my husband too, because I went through it really quickly, is the Derma E Skin De-Stress Calming CBD Cleanser. Love this for the morning time. I don't do a double cleanse in the morning. I don't think anyone should do a double cleanse in the morning. The double cleanse, the purpose is to really get rid of the makeup as well as the SPF, and then prepare your skin for the second cleanse, right? Like if you're going to bed with just skincare on your face, I really like washing my face in the morning, but some people can also just get away with splashing warm water on their face. I do like to use a cleanser. This one is super gentle, very effective at kind of refreshing my skin without irritating it in any kind of way. I find this to be a very hydrating cleanser. It's not foaming, so it's more of it looks like it's gonna foam up on you, but it doesn't. It stays in this kind of creamy format, and it just really refreshes the skin and prepares it for my skincare routine as soon as I get out of the shower. Love both of those cleansers. hands down, would repurchase either one. Another must-have that I not only will immediately repurchase myself, but that I would highly recommend anyone out, I don't care what your skin type is, whether you're oily, whether you're dry, you need to try the COSRX Propolis Synergy Toner. This has propolis extract as well as honey extract in it. It's so soothing and hydrating. It is not irritating. I just put this stuff everywhere. I just would put some in the palm of my hand and I would spend forever just massaging it into my skin as my toner step whenever I was using this as a toner. It is glorious. I love COSRX. That is a great skincare brand. If you've never tried them, I highly, highly recommend them. I think the products are pretty darn affordable. They're available in several different places. I will of course link everything in, yeah, I don't have a ton of stuff. So I will link everything down below in the description box. If you wanna go read up more about these things or whatever, know where to buy them, that stuff is down in the description box. Okay, this is the Tyme, T-Y-M-E, Show Off Conditioner. This was just a random purchase from Ulta, and I liked it. I think I liked it more so because of the fragrance. It smells like brown sugar and fig from Bath & Body Works. Do you guys remember that one? That was one of my favorite scents of theirs, and this smells exactly like it. So if you want a conditioner that smells just like that, here it is. I do think it's a nice hydrating conditioner. I think for the price point, I feel like it's kind of overpriced for what it is, but I do think overall it's a good product. It's not one that I would say, yes, go run out and you have to get this. But I do think it was good. So it detangled my hair. It left it pretty hydrated. It made my hair smell amazing. I will give it that more than anything else, but I don't know. It's not one that I would be like, go now. This was a big surprise for me. When I first purchased a bunch of stuff from Sephora from the Gisou hair brand, I was not super impressed at first because the fragrance that's used in here, I just was like, well, I don't like this at all. However, it turns out the products are really pretty darn good. This is the Heat Me, Treat Me, Complete Me Propolis Infused Heat Protecting Spray. I think this was like 38 something odd dollars. It's 6.8 fluid ounces. It is very expensive for a heat treatment, but I will say it's a great heat protectant. It really did hydrate my hair. It didn't weigh it down. It kept the flyaways at bay. It made it look really soft and shiny and pretty. It really protected my hair from the blow dryer. It played well with my mousse and my volumizing sprays. It's a good product. I think if you have wanted to try some stuff from the brand, I would recommend it. The scent is really hard for me to explain. I don't love it. It's almost like baby powder mixed with like a cheap 1980s like designer imposters powdery perfume scent. I know that's very specific, but if you remember the designer imposter fragrances and you're an 80s and 90s girl like me, you probably know what I'm talking about. Again, the scent, not great, but the performance, fabulous. I would actually repurchase that and I would highly recommend it. Love this. I think I like this just as much as their original Foreplay Brazilian body wash. I don't remember the name of it. But that has the Boom Boom scent. This has the Coco Cabana scent. This is their moisturizing body cream cleanser. I love this. I love the smell of it. It does still have that kind of caramel kettle corn type scent, but there's also coconut in here and just those tropical beachy vibes. It's a really nice body wash. It really hydrated my body extremely well, especially during December and January when my skin has been a lot drier just because of the forced air heat in the house. Hands down, I would repurchase. If you like the scent, I think it's a great body wash. Here's an SPF. Sorry, I'll stop. I have to stop with the SPF jokes. This is the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. You guys know I love this. I've used it for years. I don't know if you've heard about it yet. I don't think it's possible for me to mention this particular product any more on my channel than I already do, but I love this SPF. I just finally am on my last bottle of like my last backup, but I've already also repurchased a new one because there was a 15 or 20% off sale, and I was like, great, I'm gonna need more anyway in a couple months. I'll just buy it now. I love it. Love it. If you are oily or combination skin, you should really check that one out. This has zinc oxide. It's fantastic. It almost acts like a primer for my skin. I feel like it helps to control the excess oil, and it just, because it has a really nice tint, it evens out my skin tone. It's a fabulous SPF, and I think I've converted a few of you to it, and you love it as well. The Gisou, more Gisou, look at this. 2 things down. The Gisou Honey Infused Hair Mask. First off, the scent on this one is borderline atrocious. It's like, and I just got it on my nose, of course I did. I feel like there's some honey in here, but it's also honey mixed with baby powder and maybe a little bit of vomit. There's a sour note to this. I'm not selling it, right? Here's the thing though. It's a great hair mask. I just hate the smell of it. Actually, the smell has grown on me a little bit more now that I've finished it, but I don't think that I would personally repurchase this one just based on the scent. But my nose is, I'll admit, I'm a little picky about the smells, and this one just is kind of a turnoff for me smell-wise. But again, it's a really nice, hydrating, deep conditioning mask that really does leave my hair super soft and silky. For example, I used it today, and you can see my hair, like, it's not weighed down in any kind of way. It just looks shiny and healthy, and I just wish it didn't have that scent. Look, I finished a mask. I finally finished the Watermelon Sleep and Glow Sleeping Mask. Do you guys remember when this came out? It did definitely have that like artificial candied watermelon scent to it. I know a lot of people kind of knock this product because of the fragrance that they use in here. Here's the thing. I did really like this mask. I think I liked it a little bit more when it first came out because it was a little bit more unique back then. This is definitely a gentle exfoliating product that works overnight. You basically put it on before you go to bed like a sleeping mask or a moisturizer. But you can also use it as like a wash-off mask. For like the last few weeks, I've been putting this on, just kind of trying to finish it up, and then rinsing it off after about 20 or 30 minutes. I do think using it that way works as well. I think it's better to leave it on overnight. But that being said, I don't think I'll repurchase this one. It wasn't one that stood the test of time long term, but I think it's a good product from them, and I think it's worth trying, especially if you can find it in the smaller sizes. I'll see if I can find like a half size or something, because that would get you plenty to be able to try it and see if it's worth investing in the larger size. So I'm glad that I finished another mask. It's hard to finish masks for me because I have so many going right now, but I'm putting in the effort. Oh, look, this came from my travel bag. My daughter Stella and I just went up to my parents' house for the weekend. Her birthday is this coming weekend, but we're obviously not having a big party this year. So I took her up to see Oma and Opa, and her Uncle David and his fiance Tanner threw a surprise birthday party for her. And anyway, what I had in my travel bag when I went up there was this, and I finished it while I was there. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleansing Gel. I love this. I actually have the full size of it in my backup closet here. In fact, I need to get it out because I'm gonna need a new face wash here in a couple days. This one's fantastic. Love it. If you're oily, if you're combination, this is a fantastic facial cleanser. I think if you have normal to dry skin, I don't know that I would necessarily encourage you to try this one. I think if you can find a smaller size, definitely just to like test it out. But those of us who are oily or deal with oily areas, at least on the face, this is really, really nice. I will repurchase it. I already did. Went through a couple of these, but stuck one in here. I tend to throw my packaging for sheet masks away. I try not to do it because I'm trying to save all of my empties for the entire year, but I don't know. With stuff like this, it's really hard for me to justify walking all the way in here and tossing it in a bin. This is the Line Smoothing Hydro Mask from City Beauty. You guys know how I feel about this mask. It's my go-to product from them. I do have a discount code with them if you want to use it. Hello.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm just bored.
Oh, you're bored. Okay. So you want to sit through this?
I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, judging. Okay. Only brought one of these in here. I think I've used them all now. I really like them. Trying not to repurchase them though because they're really expensive. I think these, I don't want to say they're overpriced because they're super effective, but they're a high price point. You're gonna need to be willing to splurge on like something kind of frivolous to justify this one. These are the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Exfoliating Body Treatments. They work. They exfoliate the body super gently, but very quickly and very effectively. I had some like discoloration on my legs from just bug bites that I itched last summer. I tend to deal with like when I get like bug bites and I itch, like the marks stick around forever. Using this on those lightened them significantly in just like going through the one box that I had. The initial box, by the way, was sent to me through Octoly, so it was a PR item. I didn't have to pay for it, but they're really, really effective. So I don't know. Anyway, I'll link them down below. If you can justify the price, they're pretty amazing. Multi-Action Sculpting Cream from City Beauty. Now, this is a moisturizer from City Beauty that I was almost finished with, so I decided to bust it out, and for the last little bit of it, I was using it mostly on my décolletage and chest and just kind of in this general area. This is a great moisturizer. I used it on my face back in the day as well when I first got it. It's a great cream for the face as well. It's very hydrating. I wouldn't say that I got any like specific sculpting from it, but it's a really great moisturizer that hydrates very instantly. It's never greasy. It's a great product. City Beauty in general, I really like the brand overall, and you guys know how I feel about their hair vitamins. Between the hair vitamins and the hydro masks, I don't know what I would choose as my favorite. I think I would just put them both in like top notch. What's this doing? That's not supposed to be in there. Ooh, another moisturizer that I was able to finish. I have some other moisturizers that I had selected for my February skincare routine, but after I did that video, I was like, I have other moisturizers that I really should be using up before using some of these newer ones. So I did get this out and finish it up because once again, it was another one that I was very close to being almost finished with, so I plowed through. And this one I was using morning and night on my face and my neck, and it's a great moisturizer. It's the Pharmacy Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. This has moringa and papaya in it. This would be a great moisturizer for those of you with oily or very oily skin. I don't think this would provide the hydration that those of you with a very dry skin type would need. This is just meant to be a lightweight gel moisturizer for those that already have some oiliness in the skin. Will I repurchase this one? I don't know. I think it was good, but I think I actually like the Halo, what is it? The Halo Drop? Honey Drop? Oh, I can't remember that. The ceramide and, yeah, I can't remember. Can you tell? I'm really reaching here. No, I don't even have my phone anymore. I was gonna say I'll look it up, but I'm not going to. But there is another one, a more recent release from Pharmacy that I think I actually like better, and that one would actually be better even for those of you with a drier skin type. So good product from Pharmacy, enjoyed it. but I think in the future I would actually repurchase the other one that I have in the bathroom before this one. Oh, I finally finished this. This took me forever to get through. The Color Science Total Eye Concentrate. This was a really nice product. Like, it had a roller ball and you just basically rolled it underneath your under eye area. I think this was a good idea, but I ran out of the eye patches before I even finished the under eye concentrate. I think it was fine because I would just use this underneath my eye creams most of the time, and sometimes on certain mornings I would just use this under my eyes if I was in a hurry. It was good. I don't think I would necessarily repurchase it, but I do think that Color Science as a whole, I really like their brand. They do have some really nice SPF that I also like. I actually prefer their like SPF 50 during the summer months when I'm working outside with weddings. This Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss, it now smells funky, so I'm just gonna toss this. Yeah, it kind of smells like, it smells a little sour, so that's gotta go. CoverGirl Clean Fresh Mascara. I had this for over 6 to 8 weeks, so it's time for this one to go. But I think this is a really good basic mascara from CoverGirl if you've never tried this one. I think I still prefer the Lash Blast Volume and the Lash Blast Flourish more than this, but I do really appreciate that this is a natural bristle brush, which I really actually like. And then the very last thing is my Paula's Choice Resist Hyaluronic Acid Booster. This has ceramides in it as well. I really like basically almost all Paula's Choice skincare that I've tried in the past. I think this is a very good hyaluronic acid, but I also think hyaluronic acid is something where you probably could save some money and maybe go the route of either Good Molecules or The Ordinary. So I'll link this one down below, but I'll also link the hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary as well as Good Molecules, because I think, like I said, that's an area where I think, you know, you don't necessarily have to splurge. I think I maybe still have 1 or 2 more backups of this left in my collection, so I'll definitely use them. But I don't know, you have some options with hyaluronic acid, I feel like. So those are the empties for the month. So pretty solid grouping of products here that I would definitely, for the most part, repurchase. There's some things that have been repurchased multiple times from me, and yeah, I'm doing a really good job of finishing up a lot of my like half-used or like 3/4 used products. I'm the worst when it comes to moisturizers. I will use something to the halfway point, get bored with it, and put it away, and I need to not be doing that. So with a lot of these like moisturizers that I've had open for quite some time, if I don't want to use them on my face anymore, I'm using them on my neck, I'm using them on my décolleté, I'm using them like, you know, on my shoulders. You can use up your unwanted face care on your body and it works great. I mean, obviously, as long as something hasn't completely turned sour or there's like not mold spores or whatever growing in here, just use it up on your body if you don't want to use it up on your face. There's no reason to waste it. I mean, unless you have a girlfriend you can pass it along to and you know that the products aren't expired, that's certainly something to do as well. Lord knows I've done that with my girlfriends. They've gotten bags of things that I'm like, I'm just never gonna finish this stuff. Do you want it? And I have one girlfriend in particular who's like, yes, take whatever you don't want. So anyway, thanks so much for taking the time to watch today. Again, I'll put links for everything in the description box down below. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.